Well, yes, first and foremost, my wife is one of the most pridefulest women I've ever met. I love her to death, and we end up getting married, but it's a little bit on the slow end. And usually it has to do with her two-timing friends, male and female to begin with, okay? And so really what it is that they're all my soul brothers that she's friends with, soul sisters. I do consider them that. It's just a lot of them, when they are not awake in the matrix, they tend to not see what is mine. Okay, I'm not trying to say be territorial, but I'm just trying to tell you, yeah, maybe I am. I don't give a shit. But going back to that, she always ends up being friends with my soul brother Ice Cube, my soul brother T-Pain. And as I tell you about earth bodies, we could have multiple forms, okay? He has an earth body and his famous one, and then one that operates at a different level. You understand what that means. And so with that being said, Ice Cube, T-Pain, and you have these other brothers of mine. What the problem is like I said, that's why I tell her it's time to be with me. I look at her and I tell her it's time to be with me, because what it is, these brothers don't know how to lay off on my woman. Okay, so I see Ice Cube and his other earth body. He's trying to make approaches, trying to get closer to her and all this other stuff. And she's a good girl. She don't go out. However, sometimes she did push it at one point with Ice-T, which was one of my soul brothers, and the other body. She pulled went a little too far. But I don't know. I feel like that's not as bad, because at least when they was going to the bars, she brings a woman with her. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, is that she's not alone with these men. And the thing is, though, even if she was alone with Ice-T and Ice Cube, I wouldn't like it, but at the same time, I do trust them, and I know that they're not weirdos or anything. It's just the fact that they're still trying to suit her in this life, okay? She has a lot of suitors. And so in this life, she's very isolated. She doesn't talk to anybody, okay? I know that for sure. I know that I read that around her very heavily, that she does, like I said, there is these opportunities for connections to do all these other things. But lately she hasn't been, because she's been noticing that I'm in her energy lately. But no, unfortunately, she just has a lot going on. Her mind is very confused lately. But that's just, I'm gonna leave it at that for now.